Welcome, Jonda. I'm so thankful that you're here today to do this interview. We have been friends for a long time, haven't
A
we?
long, long time. I think my first notes from working with you were something like 2004.
I'm going to be honest, I think you were one of my first Feng Shui clients when I first got back from California. So I'm super excited to interview you today because you really have, you've done Feng Shui for so long. What was it that inspired you to do Feng Shui in the very beginning, 20 years ago? What was it that inspired you?
Well, I met you through the yoga class. You gave a presentation, and I was really impressed. I was looking for some help. I was worried about my health. Had been a widow not too long. I was having numbness in my feet and hands, and I was just looking for improvements. And I thought, this might be the way. So we connected, and you came out, and it was, kind of new to me. But I have to tell you, it was a lot of the things that you did made a big impression and helped me go from one stage of my life to another pretty smoothly. So I think one of the big things that you said to me that I got on my notes was with the numbness in my feet. And you sort of said, well, think about it, maybe those feet need to walk somewhere else. And that gave me the courage to quit my job after 30 years and start my own business. So bless you, Jen.
Thank you. Yay. And now you've got a very successful organizing business.
Yes, and I love it. I love it to pieces.
Oh, I love that. So tell me some of the things, what have you, for people that are watching, what are some of the things that you've changed in your home because of Feng Shui?
There are a lot of things. One of them is a big awareness of what is where and why. I mean, can you remember back when the first time we went through the house and I had this huge, enormous red suitcase that I trundled around with me on my job, and it was full of work that I had to do every day. And I was storing it in my bedroom. And you said, you look at that the first thing in the morning and last thing at night, and this is not a good thing to have in your bedroom. So when I go through my home and I look at it, I look at why is this here and what's its purpose, what's the intention of this item. And so setting intentions and following through, knowing that now and then things get a little wicky, so I want to maybe go through and do some smudging, clear things out. All of this has come from the Feng Shui that I have learned from you, and I think it's really made a difference.
So do you feel like the quality of your life has been enhanced by working with Feng Shui?
Oh, absolutely. And absolutely it has. And it's not a one and done. I was looking through my records, and I have notes from 2004, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 18, and 20. So it's something you just keep honing.
Huh?
It's something you just keep honing, those skills and your awareness.
I love it. I love it. So in general, how has your life changed over the past 20 years incorporating Feng Shui?
It's given me a feeling of not really exactly control, but acceptance of what's out there in the universe, and being able to live with the lifestyle, to be able to come to grips and to know that I can make some alterations in my environment, which will make some changes in myself. And also just knowing that there's forgiveness, and that it's not, if you make there's no real wrong, as long as your intention is right and you're trying and you're attempting and you're setting it out there. So it's given me a lightness, more of an enjoyment of life. And I think that is huge.
That is big. That is big. Yeah, so it sounds like, you've made career changes, your health has improved, you feel more grounded and centered, spiritually.
Not to mention finding another guy in my life,
That's right. That's right. I remember when we set that intention.
Yeah. We put out there into the universe, what's your perfect guy? And then there he came.
Yep. And I remember you worked really a lot on your relationship corner.
I did. I do. It's not, again, a one and done. It's something you just keep visiting and saying, well, now how can I tweak this now? We're at a little different place here now, so what do I want to change? What do I want to adjust?
I love it. I love it. So we worked together. I mean, you knew me in the early days when I was working together with people one-to-one, but now you're in my online program. So what has been, kind of what's been the experience of being in the online program, the Hardwood Blueprint Feng Shui program?
I think some of the fun part of that is actually connecting with other people that are going through sort of the same journey, and hearing where they are and what they're trying and what you're suggesting for that. And then you incorporate some of that in your own, and you think, okay, well, now I haven't thought about that for a while. What should I do? I do want to change that artwork right straight across from me. It's not quite right. And so then you work on that. So I think having other feedback from other people is really helpful.
Yep. Do you like going through the videos and having the worksheets and stuff that you can go through? You have unlimited access. You can go back at any time.
Yeah, I think that because again, it brings up a lot of the stuff you and I have already had covered previously, but it brings it up again. And then there are some new things as well. So yes, going through all of those and looking through the sheets, and I have one little packet of folder plastic bin that I have all of your stuff in, and then I have another little bin where I have some of the elements that you sent that I haven't used yet. So it's all good, and it's all very helpful. And I think I've lost the whole thread of that, but yes, it's been a real big help, and I have enjoyed all the things that you offer, and I have downloaded them and looked at them.
Good, good. How have the 5 elements changed your life? Working, like finding out your 5-element assessment and figuring out, what elements serve you and what you need in your space. How has that helped you?
It helps me again with an awareness, and to know that if you are real strong in one thing and very weak in another, and so maybe one of those weaknesses is something you really need, fire was like non-existent, so I needed to build that if I want to do my own business and do some of these other things. So being aware of that and knowing what you can do to bring that in, and then realizing that I need the metal for the organization and the containment, and that's good. But basically, I'm Earth. So it all works together, but if you have that understanding, you know where to place things and you know what to do. And again, it's a matter of setting that intention. I need to make a change here. And it happens. It really happens.
And the 5 elements kind of give you those guideposts to know where to go with the change. Would you agree?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Nice, nice. So you've been in the program for a while, and obviously we've done Feng Shui for a while. What is your life now? I mean, what would you like to share with people about your overall experience with, just doing Feng Shui? What would you love to share about your 20-year story with Feng Shui for someone that's maybe trying to decide if this is the right thing for them?
If you're ready for a change in your life, I think this is the thing. Yeah, I continually grow and evolve. I mean, I am 77 and I am not through. You have seen me through about 3 lifetimes. And I think I'm ready to go on to another one, and I'm happy with my life. And my home, it feels so comfortable and welcoming. And I've had people tell me when they come into my home that they feel like they can exhale. And I mean, I think that is such a compliment. So the program for anybody who just wants to learn and evolve and change, and they're willing to take a few risks and willing to accept certain things, I think it's huge. Just had a flashback of how long did it take you, because I know I have problems sometimes getting my clients to try something. Do you remember trying to get me to move the desk in my office was facing the wall? I fought you on that, I think, for quite a while before I, voila, changed the placement of my desk in my other home. And it's just like such a difference. One little thing.
That's a great thing. So what happened? You moved we talked about facing the door, the opportunity of facing the door. How did that change? What change happened in your life?
Well, for one thing, you were more, I swear, I think you're more open to possibilities when you do that. and more things come into you, and you're not afraid to grab at them. So just simple changes like that. And then again, a mindset and accepting, say, okay, I am willing to try this. She may be crazy, but I'm going to try it. And then it's like, no, she's not. This is really great. And I find myself recommending this to my clients. You know, we go in, work in the office. I'm going to say, now, can we talk about changing that desk? Can we talk about this? And that's the thing too. Then when we talk about Feng Shui, and they'll become interested in it, and I'll say, well, I am not a Feng Shui consultant or an expert, but I know someone who is. And here's a good program for you, and here are some books for you to read. So I carry this into my own business as well.
With your organizing business.
Right.
Yeah. I love to think that organizing and Feng Shui are like best friends. It's like to have really good flow with Feng Shui. You know, Qi loves order.
Mm-hmm.
Loves to feel like, you know, things have a place. And when the Qi can flow and there's less confusion and there's more simplicity, the Qi really gets going, or the energy. I mean, and I'm sure you see that. So you help people solve that problem of removing the congestion so that they can get into more flow.
Right. And they, even if it's someone who's never even heard of Feng Shui, if you can tell them you're blocking things here. We need to let energy flow through here. One of my big things that I like to say is your floor is not a shelf. We don't want things stacked all over the floor. So they understand that part, and they're open to that. So yes, I think organizing and the Feng Shui principles do go hand in hand. I gave a presentation not long at our church, and it was talking about opening up space for great possibilities and moving on. So it's all your spiritual, your Feng Shui, your organizing, it all fits together.
I love it. I love it. So what would you recommend the Harmony Blueprint program to anyone?
Oh, you know I do. Not only do I plan on it, I have done it, because I just mentioned some of the things that I have gotten from it. When I work with my clients, and I've worked with them for a while, we get personal. Mm-hmm. And I can say, you know, this has really worked for me, and I think it's something you should look into if I think they're ready. So they have to express an interest, mm-hmm. But yes, definitely.
Nice, nice. Well, great. And what would you think, I mean, just on an ending note, to share, what would be the biggest, what's kind of the biggest thing about the Harmony Blueprint that you really have enjoyed so far? I mean, I know the community part of it. Is there anything else that you'd like to share?
Well, there's just so much knowledge there. And the fact then that you're accessible, if there's any questions about something that you read or you look at and you need more information about. So it's the accessibility, all of the stuff that you have spent so much of your life putting together into a form that we can now enjoy. I think that this is all great. And so it's not like they're going to get overwhelmed, and they can take what they're ready for using and come back, like I did sometimes, to other points later on.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's what's so great, is it's unlimited, and it's really set up to help you through all the stages.
Yeah. Right, from the very beginning to someone who's been trekking away at this for almost 20 years.
Yep. And I love that you really discovered that Feng Shui is a process. It's not a one-time event. It's your life needs to change. Your space needs to change with you as your life changes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And we still had that one desk like up against the wall, and you were trying to move forward with, you know, all the goals with your organizing business now. Can you imagine?
No, I would feel like I was in a corner, just with my nose against the wall. Because I love my office. I love my office. I'm in it now. It's open, it's spacious. I'm looking at the door. And I have my crystals hung, and I even have, which you can't see, I had a dream not long ago, and a friend of mine took my dream and interpreted it into a picture, a collage. So I have it up there as well. So it's all of this goes together. And it's life-changing. It certainly is.
So it sounds like for anyone that's looking to make a change in their life, looking to arrange, and obviously you can also create a beautiful home as well. You know, I mean, the elements and stuff, it's about personal change. It's about creating a space. It's intention, all of that.
And it's your home. It's not something that you're going to put out on Martha Stewart or Good Housekeeping. This is your home. It's personal to you. You have what's special and meaningful in your home.
And how do you think that makes a difference for people when they start bringing in intention and purpose into what they're, you know, putting a piece of artwork or placing items in their house? How do you think that changes things?
It gives them clarity on what they want to do. And this is especially true if they are living in a space or sharing a space with someone else. There needs to be some conversations. There needs to be, this is what I need for me. This is what I need for moving forward. And I think once that they get a feeling of that, there's no holding back. It's powerful.
I love it. I love it. Well, John, it's been so nice visiting with you today and you sharing your Feng Shui story. You've been such a blessing in my life for literally 20 years. Thank you so much.
Well, you know, you've been important to me, so thank you.
Yes, and I'm so glad that you are in the Harmony Blueprint and that, you know, that we're going to continue on. And yeah, I just love it. I just love it. Well, thank you so much. Anything else that you'd like to share really quick before we hop off?
No, I think we've pretty much covered it. And if anybody wanted to ask me any questions about it personally, I would have no problem answering that as well.
Sounds good, Jonda. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.